Hello guys, the 2017 previous year paper analysis, which we stopped at MCQ number 70 just before the prelims. Now we are continuing it, and one interesting thing is that most of the questions which came in 2020 exam were from the topics which was asked in 2017. Okay, many examples I have already shown. You can see the previous episodes, and this episodes now, because the prelims is over, I can with guarantee tell you the questions also. Okay, the topics meaning the type of questions. If environment, if it was this kind of question, then same question came in the next time also, but based on the latest data. So I'll show you questions. So MCQ number 71 to 80. And one more thing, many students don't take these kind of episodes seriously, and also whenever we do lectures, the number of views will be always less. For example, if you see here, this is the type of numbers you can see, like 398 views for the environment lecture which was put yesterday. But one day before that, if you see, if you put this kind of cutoff prediction, marks published, unwanted, this masala videos, if it's there, it will be always above 1000 views. So you people yourself are deciding what to watch and what not to watch, and after exam you have no right to tell that nobody taught you anything. Okay, when we teach you a lecture, when you give you a test series, okay, please watch that, because that is where the content is there. These unwanted masala videos you keep with, watching, and then you come after the exam telling like exam was very tough. You don't have the right to tell that. So please see to it that you watch the lectures as and when it is uploaded. Now continuing the series, this is the test series mapping. Many students are asking for it, like how it will look like and all. Already my WhatsApp student, daily we are sending reminders. So every day 2 to 3 students are coming and joining. So hopefully by the end of this week or month, almost every serious aspirant will be on board, and they will be studying from the most successful test series in this country. Okay, we can tell that by guarantee, because last 3 years repeatedly more than 100 marks is coming from our test series. Okay, so this is a mapping of subjects, and you will get it as per the discipline timetable, for which also a video link is there. You come and ask me, I'll give you the video link explaining the entire 1 year timetable. Okay, so moving to today's first question, which was again zero tillage. If you remember, this year 2020 also there was a question about zero tillage. So that's why I tell, whenever a question comes, whatever is in options like zero tillage, gypsum, crops residue, these 3 terms you have to Google and make notes, or you have to study that. That is how you will be ready for the next year. Every time it repeats, and every time I am telling this, but people don't take it seriously. Okay, so here if it see, which are the following practices can help in water conservation in agriculture? Okay, which of the following will help in water conservation? So here that time the question was a little controversial, because many sources had different things. Many people were telling answer was 1, 2 and 3, but when the answer key came, the answer was 1 and 3. Okay, because this reduced or zero tillage, when tillage happens, if you see, tillage exposes soil to air and causes dryness. Okay, so zero tillage will be beneficial for water conservation, the opposite of that. So 1 should be there in the answer. And then crop residue helps to retain water. Okay, like allowing crop residue to remain in the field, it will help to retain water. So 1 and 3 should be there. There's applying gypsum in some textbooks and Google documents, you will see that it is there, but when the answer key came for UPSC, it was 1 and 3 only. Okay, so you have to believe what is given in the UPSC answer key. And again, as I told, please go and do research on gypsum, because gypsum question did not repeat after that. Zero tillage repeated, crop residue repeated, okay, in a different form. So gypsum is the topic which next year maybe it will come, and that time you will remember, if you watch this video, you will remember that I had told you this. So please see to it that you take it seriously. Next one, soil health card, which was a very easy one, because it's a current affair that time also. So if you see here, the options are very weird. Expanding the cultivable area under irrigation. Okay, there is nothing related to expanding the area and all. That is like either personal choice or personal capacity. Okay, then enabling the banks to assess the quantum of loans to be granted. This loans granting has nothing to do with this one. This name itself is soil health card. Okay, so it's checking the overuse of fertilizers in the farmlands, and that is the answer for that. So 3 only is the answer. Okay, and soil health card has 12 parameters. We have the revision chart also, we have snippet card also, we have many MCQs based on this. So this is a very easy question. 2017 was actually easy paper. 2018, 19, 20 you can call a little bit tougher, but 17, 16 all were very easy paper. This one again direct question, because you know that Maggi was banned that time. So because of that they put this MSG, monosodium glutamate, which is in Chinese fast food. So 3 everybody knows, but again options were like this, so people had to know all the 3. And again, brominated vegetable oils. Okay, these things are there in all the soft drinks, the sweetening items, the bakery items, all those things will have this brominated vegetable oil, which is a common sense and common knowledge you should have ideally had. But even then you need to know the first one also, because options are set like that. So that is why, because of the options, this was a little difficult. But as we tell, like science questions, whenever it comes, always go for D 1, 2, 3. Okay, because net you will get the positive marks only. This year also it was like that. I'll show you the number. Like this year, I think 11 questions of science came, out of which 7 questions had the answer D, all the above. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So if you had given, suppose all the 11, you went and marked D, what will happen? You will get 7 into 2, 14 marks, and the remaining 4 into minus 0.66. So net if you see, 14 and some 2.4. So net you will get around 12 plus marks. Okay, so that is why we tell UPSC has been doing this stupidity since many years. Science question, always do all the above, and you will get net marks of 12 marks free of cost without even reading the question. Okay, so here if you see D, all the above is answer. These two we have explained, and lipstick is there. Okay, I'll show you one image also, where if you see many toxic things are there in lipstick. If you see here, lead is there, cadmium is there, chromium is there, aluminum, manganese, all these things are there. Okay, not in every brand, but in certain brands. So here answer is 1, 2, 3. Now this again OLED, the same logic, 1, 2, 3 will be the answer. Okay, because whenever there is a futuristic technology, like this year they asked artificial intelligence, 2018 they asked 3D printing, 2019 they asked I think one more GPS or something else like that they asked. Okay, applications of GPS. This year they asked drone also, applications of drone. So whenever there is a futuristic technology and they're asking advantages or functions, everything can be, because they are not telling anything like must be, they're telling can be. It can be used for this thing, it can be used like this, it is possible to this thing. Okay, so it's like always a futuristic thing which is possible. So if you go to Wikipedia page again, you can see the same statements. Okay, here roll up displays embedded in clothing, and again in the front page I think if you see here flexible and transparent. Okay, so flexible plastics and transparent, all these are true. So the science question, please go for all the above, it will always work. If you know the topic, do it with your knowledge, but else please go and do, you will get lot of extra marks. Now this is again an easy question if you apply common sense. Which of the following are famous for sun temples? This one word alone, like Om, if you know Om is related to Lord Shiva and it cannot be a sun temple, that alone if you eliminate, you will get the answer as 1 only. Okay, and that was what you had to be doing in the exam hall. And if you are a regular watcher of channels like Vaishya IAS, you will do this trick in the exam hall easily. So here if you see, it's built by King Lingaraja, then dedicated to Lord Shiva. And one more thing, now because you did this, you may not have even read these names because you applied this trick of eliminating 3. But now what is happening is UPSC will ask these 2 things in the next year. Amarkantak is already asked many times. Okay, 2-3 times in UPSC it has asked, because 3 important rivers starts from there. Okay, so which 3 rivers, if you know in comment section, tell it, because there was a UPSC question like 2 rivers originate from here, and that time the answer was Amarkantak. Okay, so which are the 3 rivers, you should know. And about this again we have given, okay, what temples are there. Okay, some temples of Kalachuri dynasty was there, and this Amarkantak rivers also, please go and find out. Okay, and this is the other one, Surya Narayana temple, this one, which is the answer, 1 only is the answer here, which is in Andhra Pradesh. Location also important, this is Andhra. Omkareshwar will be in I think Karnataka or somewhere, and this will be around Madhya Pradesh. Now polity, direct question. In an election for Lok Sabha or State Assembly, the winning candidate must get at least 50% of the votes. You know, in India nothing like that is there. You need just to be like that first past the post. Okay, that system we follow. So because of that, we don't need 50%, we just need to be having more number of votes. And then according to the provisions laid down in the Constitution of India, in Lok Sabha, speaker post goes to majority, deputy to opposition. This provisions of the Constitution, this part is alone wrong here. Okay, else this convention is actually followed in India. But that was also I think after the 8th or 9th or I think 10th Lok Sabha. After that they started doing this by convention. There is no constitutional provisions for that. Okay, that is why it can change also. It's not like always it will happen. And this one need not be 50%. So basic polity. Now this one again, I always tell you this 99 liberation, every time it will come. 2020 again a question came. This is why I am telling the topics repeated. This time they asked about rural urban gap. Okay, after 1991 reforms, what all happens? Rural job increase, something decreased, same thing. But here they gave another 4 statements. So if you see here, FDI obviously increased because we did LPG reforms, right? Liberalization, privatization, globalization. So our export also will increase. So here problem with students was they were stuck between these 234 and 23, because here this word is there anonymously. So we also tell you the trick, like always it will be false. But in this case, Indian foreign exchange reserves actually increased. Okay, FDI and forex reserve increased. This also increased, but agriculture will not increase. Agriculture will be later. Okay, even if it increases, it is not anonymously. That is why the answer will be 2, 3 and 4, B. So just applying logic, 2017 papers were very easy. Now this again somatic, this one. If you see this time what did they ask? They asked pro-nuclear transfer. That time they asked somatic cell nuclear transfer, and one was 2016 current affair, this is 2016-17 current affair, and this is 2017 current affair. Okay, they picked up from the same thing. That's why I'm telling whoever set the question paper this time, they have referred to 2017 topics and repeated it. So it's an easy current affair. If you see 2017-18 time, this in China they made this thing, this two macaque will be there with photo in my test series, it is there. Okay, the image of that cloning. So here the answer will be cloning. Okay, even in 1996 the Dolly the sheep was there. So that is why it is a older thing also, but it repeated in 2017-18 news. That is why it was asked in the exam. Now this one again, easiest one, which anybody you should answer. If you don't answer this, then you are not even eligible for UPSC. They're simply asking NPCI what it do. It helps in promoting financial inclusion. Okay, and it launched RuPay. All the things, if you have Aadhaar enabled payment system, Bharat bill payment system, check truncation system, RuPay card, UPI, everything is related to this body, National Payment Corporation. And with this, I think 3-4 questions have come in the last 4 years. Okay, it's a direct simple current affair. You go to the Wikipedia, and also in my economics test 1, my students can simply go to economics test 1 and search for NPCI. Okay, 1 or 2, one of the tests will have detailing of all these things I have taught in detail. Okay, very detailed way I have taught. So any question comes from this, you can answer from my test alone. You don't need any other source. M-Stripes again, direct, the tiger census started in 2016, then 10, 14, 18, like this tiger census is happening. So in 18 a census was about to come, and that time the counting, everything was going on. That is why M-Stripes software was there. Okay, that is why it is about tiger reserves. It is an easy current affair if you want to know. It is there's a full form also, monitoring system for tigers, intensive protection and ecological status, software based monitoring system launched across Indian tiger reserves by Indian government's NTCA. Okay, maybe this is what next time they will ask. M-Stripe was by which body? Okay, so NTCA. So this is the 10 questions for today, and test series again, if you want, you have to come and get it at the earliest, because the earlier you join, there is more chance that you will get time for revision, 2 to 3 rounds of revision, because many of my students in 2020, they told the exam was a little bit difficult because they could not revise it. They knew that this topic was taught to them, but they could not recollect in the exam hall. So please don't be that student who don't revise things properly. Try to get the test series. WhatsApp me for any other details. Okay, here the WhatsApp number is given. So I'll come with the next episode. Thank you and have a nice day.